Heidi-ho YouTube, Major Cord here. I have to admit it, I have given in and bought something that I really hope is not a waste of money. That would be a second Maglite Solitaire. This time, it's the LED version. Any of you who have seen my review of the older incandescent version know how much I despise it. I think it's a terrible, outdated piece of technology. And when I discovered that Maglite had created this, capable of 37 lumens, supposedly, I jumped on it because, quite frankly, other than the fact that that flashlight is weaker than most household matches, it's a well-built, reliable flashlight. So if this is essentially the same thing but with a heck of a lot better beam pattern and obviously an LED bulb, then it's probably worth the $15 I paid for it. So let's get it open. I'm going to be using the Gerber Dimes package opener, and I will probably just cut the video for that because you really don't want to see me, tearing through packages like this constantly, because it's just boring. And, put the battery in it, and I'll give you my first impressions. This is something I just noticed right off the bat. Even though this is an LED bulb, and there's obviously no spare bulb, or no reason to have a spare bulb, the spring in the tail cap still pops out, and you still have space for what I'm assuming is probably a spare incandescent bulb, which tells me that this is probably the same body and tail cap as the older version, but with a new head. I mean, obviously, if they didn't have to change many parts, I don't see a reason why they would, but it's just something to note. Put our AAA cell in there, and if I can figure out how to screw it on, that would be nifty. And let's see what she does. Okay, that is, yeah, pretty decently impressive. There's an odd kind of delay in turning on. It just reaches a point where it turns on, and I guess that's good, that way it doesn't turn on from just being touched, but it's almost a reverse twisty. If I could find another twist flashlight, see what I mean, as opposed to like this mini M2A, the bezel is loose and you tighten it to turn it on. Here, the bezel is, as we know, tight, and you loosen it. But yeah, the beam is pretty nice. Definitely a floodlight, not, a thrower, but first impressions, at least, I'm pleased with it. Can you focus it? Ah, you can focus this too. So that's kind of cool. Never had an LED that you could specifically focus before. I don't know why you'd want to, but I guess that's pretty nifty. So yeah, one of the biggest complaints that I had about the Solitaire originally was that it was outdated. It used an old incandescent bulb, and I thought they should have made an LED version of it, and now they have. And just getting it out of the package and playing with it for a minute or two, I'm pretty pleased with it. I will carry it and, test it out, but really I've carried the Solitaire before, so I know exactly how it's going to perform form factor wise. Obviously I don't know how the bulb assembly is going to do, but unless it bursts into flame or something, I don't think I'm going to have many complaints about this light specifically. I like this. For $15, my preliminary appraisal of this is that it's pretty damn good. I like this light. That could change. I'm not a Maglite hater by any means, but you never know. Something could go wrong with this light. I don't think anything will, though. It certainly appears to be a high quality product. So, thank you very much for watching. Take care.